And everybody always thinks that I prep her to say it, but I don't. So I have the questions that I want to ask, but I have not told you at all of what I'm going to ask, have I?
Sounds interesting.
Do you remember when we talked about helping other people?
Yes.
Why do you think it's good to help other people?
Yes.
How come?
Because when you help other people, you can help them become better in their life.
And when you do that, how does that make you feel?
Very good inside and happy that I can be something that can help others.
And do you think more people should do that in the world?
Yes.
How come?
Because if there are more people that help other people, there are more happiness, and there's more happiness and more, how do you say it? It's hard to explain that.
Okay.
You help others people, and there's more kindness in the world.
Happiness and kindness. And if there's more happiness and kindness in the world, does it make the world a better place?
Yes.
Give a round of applause. Do you mind if I share how you've helped me?
Sure.
Okay. So this is my, what I call, magnificent obsession. This is something that I've been trying to put together for a long time. And we thought, she Alexandria over there? You remember her?
Yes.
She's been helping me along with everybody in the room to do this, and we thought we would have maybe like 400 people here, you know, and we made a lot of mistakes, you know, and we had to make a lot of adjustments. And at some point, like maybe a couple weeks ago, we were like, man, this isn't going the way that we planned, and I didn't feel so good. And I feel proud that I have a lot of tools that make me, when I'm not feeling good, that I can make myself feel better. Does that make sense? So I get to convert energy from negative to positive, and I have a lot of methods that allow me to do that. You lost both shoes now?
It's fine.
That's good. And probably that's kind of what I do, is I help people do that. And one of my favorite methods of doing that is when I don't feel good, I think of somebody else. And I think how I might be able to help them. So
That's what I do the same.
You do the same?
Mm-hmm.
High five. So when I wasn't feeling good, you know what I thought of? I thought of you. Yep. And I thought of you coming to Nashville for the first time with your family, your mom, your dad, your baby bro.
I love Nashville. It's so pretty and fun.
Let's give it up for Nashville. But I thought about you and how this would be fun for you, and that made me feel better. You think that's a good tool for people to use?
Yes.
How do you think that you help other people?
Because when I play my violin, the music is so touching that sometimes people even cry. The music touched their hearts. It's so deep.
That's pretty strong. Has any people have told you that before?
Yes.
Yeah. Where have people told you that before?
On 3rd Street Promenade, on different events.
Mm-hmm. And that's your favorite place to play?
3rd Street Promenade, well, I like to play at different events like this kind.
Okay. Is Nashville one of your favorites?
Yes.
Do you remember we talked, do you remember what gratitude means?
Kind of.
So gratitude means when you're happy and thankful for something, like my mom or my dad or something that makes you feel good. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can you tell me one thing you're grateful for?
For all of you.
Oh, give a round of applause. Do you remember what rhymes with gratitude?
Attitude.
Yes! Do you remember attitude of gratitude we talked about?
Yes.
That's awesome. Do you think it's good for people to have a attitude of gratitude?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You know what you also taught me? You taught me a lot about goals. Do you remember when we were talking about goals?
Yes.
Why do you think it's good to have goals?
Because if you have goals, you can come up to them and you're going to be a better person every day. And when you don't have goals, you have to make goals to make your life better. That's the way the life goes.
That makes sense. Do you remember talking, who's one of your mentors that you've told me a lot about?
I have a lot. Should they be violinists?
It can be anybody. I know one person who you look up to that's a violinist.
Okay. Lindsay Sterling. Ray Chen, David Garrett.
Okay. What's one thing that Lindsay Sterling has taught you?
Dancing.
Oh yeah?
And also, not to give up.
So that's pretty strong, huh? To
And
not
also
give-
you.
And also what?
And also you.
I have taught you something?
Yes, you are my mentor. One of my mentors.
So I tell people when they see you that you hold their hearts in your hands when you play. And when you say stuff like that, it makes my heart melt. Thank you. And you're also one of my mentors. And that's why I'm super happy that you're here. Because when I'm not feeling good, I think about you. And I think about you going towards your goals. And it makes me go towards my goals. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
When you told me that not giving up is something that one of your mentors taught you, why do you think it's important to not give up?
Because if you give up, you won't get your goal. But if you never give up, you'll grow better and better every day, and you'll get your goals. And you'll have more and more and thousands of goals.
And I think it's great because when we like want to have our goals and people think it's going to go like perfect, right?
Yes.
It doesn't go perfect, right? So one of the things I love that when you were up here singing that this little hairpiece kept coming over your eyes.
It was very funny.
And then you kept making adjustments. I think that's pretty strong, and I think it's a great example of how when we set goals, it's not going to go as planned, but that's great because we get to learn and we get to grow.
And you don't give up.
And we don't give up.
Yes.
Do you know what that's called?
No.
Begins with a P. Can you say persistence?
Persistence?
Yeah, so persistence means you keep going and going and going.
I
Even
never
when times-
knew that word.
Never knew that word?
Mm-mm.
So I just taught you a word? Up top. And I think progress can be challenging sometimes. You know, like when I started interviewing you, you didn't move at all, you didn't dance at all. And now when I see you, you're dancing all over the stage, you're doing twirlies and all kinds of stuff. But I bet that progress didn't come easy.
Yes, it was through many, many hard work.
So hard work is good. How much did you practice every day?
2 to 3 hours.
Every day?
Yes, and
Wow.
also once when I was playing on the streets, a bee was fighting me. Once when I was playing, the bee was she was going around me, and it was like with my violin hitting her and trying to get out. And that was very funny. And it was in the middle of the song.
So what did you do when that bee was running around and trying to sting you?
I was trying to get it off me. I don't know why, but I think it smelled good. She just stuck to me. She's like, and it was like when they swore.
And did you keep playing and playing and playing?
No, I was first trying to fight her, but then she left, and I won the game between the bee and me, and I continued.
So keep going, right? Like that would be a
I didn't
lesson.
stop the track.
You were persistent.
Mm-hmm.
And so you think that's good in life, again, to when the bee comes, just to keep going.
Yes.
Even though we might get stung sometimes, or we might not feel good, to keep going. What do you think about when you want to have that persistence and keep going?
What do you mean?
Like, so when things aren't going great and maybe you don't feel good, is there something that you do that makes you feel better so you can stay going towards your goals?
I pray to God.
Oh, that's nice. That makes you feel good?
Yes. And also, I ask my mom.
What do you ask your mom?
Well, I tell her that I don't feel good, and she tells me that it's all right and it feels good inside.
So your mom's a mentor too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And your dad?
Yes, and my dad too. He always does funny things. He's like a clown. He's always do funny things that I always laugh. I can't stop laughing.
Do you think your little brother's a mentor?
Yes, he's so sweet and cute.
What does your little brother teach you?
He teaches me that you should always be happy. He's always smiling, always. You cannot see him. He's always with a smile on his face.
That's awesome. So
And
your
I love
brother,
him so much.
you love him so much.
Mhm.
High five. Do you have any questions for me?
Not really, but I love Nashville.
I love Nashville too. You know, I even might get a house here, thanks to Mom. And Exit Realty, how's that for you? Do you have any questions for anybody in the audience?
It's hard to do questions.
Does anybody have any questions for Karolina? Anybody? Anyone at all? Yes.
When did you start playing the violin?
When I was 6 years old. I'm 10.
When you were 6 years old, did it come very easily to you?
Well, my parents asked me what instrument I wanted to play, and I started violin, and first it wasn't really hard. But then, as I grew, the pieces became very hard, harder and harder, so hard. Classical pieces are very hard.
Awesome. All right, hey, there's your baby brother. That's cool.
Yes! I love you! I love you, don't forget. He can walk now.
That's awesome. All right, so we're going to get going with the Prosperity Summit, and we're going to do some warm-up exercises. You're welcome to stay up here with me. You want to hug it up?
Sure. I love you, Ricky. You are the best.
Oh, thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
All right, Karolina Protsenko. You want to stay up here? I think you should. All right, let's keep hanging out. All right, so we have what will hopefully work. We've had some challenges already. This mic didn't work, so we're going to make adjustments, right? There you go. And let's see. All right. So, how are you? Great. So we are going to talk, like many people have heard, about mental conditioning.
Okay.
And what we ask people to do is when we ask how you are, that people say great. Not good, not okay, not I could do better, but great. That make sense? All right, so how do you feel?
Great.
How do you feel?
Great.
How do you feel?
Great.